All right, you guys, we are live testing. See if we can get a little bit settled over here. There you go, making sure that audio is working. Let's see. There you go, it's working.
It's working.
Anyways, happy New Year, everybody.
2022 is here.
Excited for this year. Hope you guys had a safe New Year Eve celebration that you were able to spend it with your family. And anyways, welcome to another live stream.
Hello.
Wow. I think we've been doing this now for 13, 14 consecutive weeks. I feel accomplished. I feel accomplished, people. So it's what happened?
I put it here and it showed up over there.
Are you on YouTube or are you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. No, I was on YouTube.
Okay. So anyways, welcome to our channel, Cool Case Adventure here, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Just want to say welcome to and thanks for joining us tonight. If you've never been here, welcome to our family. Do us a favor, make sure you hit that like button and also share it with your friends and family. We are doing live stream every Monday at 8 o'clock. We try to do them maybe between an hour. Well, the goal is an hour to an hour and a half. Sometimes we run over the 2 hours mark when we're having such a great interaction with you guys. The goal for the live stream is simple. We're just going to go over some of the experiences that we have found in the theme parks all over here in Central Florida in the last week, based on the videos that we already posted. And we're also going to go over theme park news or things that are coming up at the same time that we give you the opportunity to ask us any question. Hello, Miss Sheila. How are you?
Hello, Miss Sheila.
Happy New Year. So that's basically the format. So feel free to ask us any question theme park related and we'll be glad to answer. Are you on Facebook now?
I'm on Facebook now. Hello, Carla.
Okay. Hi, everybody in Facebook. But anyway, let's start. Let me actually share my screen. So that's what we do. We're going to share our screen and then we're going to show you what we're seeing. Give me 1 second. And simple. We're going to start with one of the videos that we posted last week. Yes, we're past the holidays and all that. But I just want to basically share with you when we went to Island of Adventure, simply just to show you the different crowd levels that we have during the holidays. We get asked this question all the time, you know, how busy is during the holidays, whether it's now or New Year's. And that's why we try to do these videos for you. Ms. Sheila said that it's freezing up here in Alabama. I did see some pictures. Yeah. 32 degrees and 3 inches of snow. Yeah.
I miss the snow, but not the cold weather.
Well, supposedly we got a kind of like a cooler weather. I don't know.
It's chilly outside.
It's
chilly for me.
It is okay. But anyways, we just going to our IOA. This was actually towards the end of Christmas week, just so you guys know. We go basically around and show you the waiting time. So we do this just for everybody to keep as a point of reference. So if you ever say, okay, I want to see how busy Christmas week could be in Island of Adventure, because I would love to go during the holiday season, this is basically what we do this, and then we share basically the waiting time. So if you haven't watched this video, make sure you watch it because it's very interesting. We also share with you guys that this meet and greet actually changed. They used to be outside, so now this store used to be called the boutique. So now this is where Storm and Rogue are actually doing their meet and greet. Mind you, this was recorded prior to the indoor mask mandate at Universal. So, but regardless, as you can see, our children always. First of all, we're not around people. That's when you see Kyla taking hers off. If not, you see right there. And this is typical Kyla and Kylo, indoor or outdoor Monday or not. This is what they always do.
They're just used to it by now.
So, best time to ride the water ride if you are not afraid of getting cold it will be during the cold weather because all of these rides happen to be 5 minutes. Everything else is like 100 minutes plus. So people like Karen will be like, oh heck no, I'm not doing no water ride during cold weather.
No.
So keep that in mind. Then we take you to the Velocicoaster where apparently they were expecting high attendance, but this is the first time even when they opened, we didn't see this queue line extended like that. So for us, this was surprising. And I want to say it was like about 80 or 85 minutes. So it wasn't as horrible as I thought. So that was the Velocicoaster. Now, the most intriguing part of this, oh, by the way, I recorded this part over here and I did it on purpose because a lot of you, every time that you watch social media and people are in either Diagon Alley or Hogsmeade, they're like, oh my God, this is busy. This is like overcrowded and all that. I do that on purpose, but I want to show, even if it's your first time coming, this is normal. All this crowd over here is normal. Unfortunately, even in Hollywood, the streets are so narrow that, when you feed that many amount of people, and because it's such a popular location, it always look like that. I could guarantee you I could come back next week on a Saturday in the middle of the day, and it will look just like this.
Minus the team members directing traffic.
Right. So unfortunately, people tend to go by the picture and over exaggerate the things because these Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade are always super crowded.
Yeah.
Miss Sheila said I'll be there in 7 weeks, 48 days and counting. Good for
Woo-hoo!
you. Can't wait. Disney Deb, new to your channel and love the video. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to the family. We thank your whole family for all you do to keep us informed. Absolutely. You're so welcome. And actually reading messages like yours is what keeps us motivated and keep us inspired to do more. So thank you. Anytime, I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate people that come and say hi to us.
Yes. If you see us out in the park, please come say hi.
You have no idea how much that changed our day. As a matter of fact, the other day in Animal Kingdom, we did have a family coming over and saying thank you and meeting us in person. And Karen was having a rough day. I actually mentioned it in the video. And, we are over here. That's what I say. I always treat everybody like a family member. The minute that you guys trust us with a subscription, you became part of our family. And as a family, we need to be honest. And we're not honest only on the reviews, but we're honest when we don't feel upbeated, So in that case, Karen was not in the greatest mood. We'll share that a little bit later, the reason why. And just because somebody came and said, hey, I just want to say thank you and I want to meet you guys, it completely changed her entire day.
Yes.
And she went from only smiling to the camera to just smiling the whole entire time. So you guys have no idea. Every time that you say, you leave us great comments or say hi to us, you change our day, and that's the reason why we do it. Miss Sheila said she loves I get the Diagon Alley in Hogsmeade. Hi April.
Hi April.
So nice to see you. April and Brian have been a little bit under the weather lately, so they're finally recuperating. So I'm happy to hear that. Coffee Funds, thank you. Thank you, Miss Sheila, for the nice super chat. Hopefully you saw it in our video on Animal Kingdom. We did use it. We did.
That helped also.
Yeah, that helped the mood. That helped the mood. Yes, April. I'm so glad that she's becoming April again. I don't like when April becomes kind of quiet. I like my normal April.
It was football season.
Unless it's football season, she will not stay quiet. If it's football season, whether she feels under the weather or not. So anyway, this is basically a little bit of our experience, but most importantly, we decided to go. We have heard through social media that the lines to meet the Grinch were astronomical. And we decided to just prove it. Again, we are firm believer of trust but verify. I told the kids we need to check it out. So anyways, we ended up going over here. And I by this Kyla already have sped up in front of me, and she was trying to find me the inside information. I was proud. I was proud of my girl. She went. But then I'm hearing, see, this is what I'm saying. It's only 2 hours or something like that. And look at this guest over here. They're saying 5 hours. That's how we discovered that there were 5 hours waiting time to meet the Grinch. And as a matter of fact, when I posted this video in our group in Universal for Universal plus size riders and more, somebody actually said, yes, I waited 4 hours, which is nothing wrong with that.
No.
We learned through these guests over here, and this was very interesting. They're not together, or at least from the same party. What he said is that he sent his family member to do the rides, and she said that her daughters went to do the rides. None of them care about doing those roller coaster, but they do actually watch Want to Meet the Grinch. They like the character interaction, which is, it showed me again. Here I am saying, man, that's crazy. But everybody has different priorities. Everybody has different needs. So you know what? I obviously didn't get in the video, but I ended up having more like than 10 minutes conversation with these two guests. And that's how I found out. They're like, listen, we don't mind waiting. We're here waiting 5 hours, but everything else is 100 minutes.
Right.
So we just told our family members, go ahead and do rides. Call us every time that you get out of the rides, and we tell you where we are.
Where we're at, yeah.
You know what? That's a win-win.
Yeah.
And I was like joking with them. I'm like, sounds like a win-win, and everybody's gonna be happy. And they're like, yep, that's exactly right. And they were joking. The gentleman over here say, yep, nobody's gonna force me to do no Velocicoaster. I'm good over here. And then he goes, and I met this nice lady over here that if I have to take a bathroom break, I'll do that. Or if I have to buy some snacks. As a matter of fact, they have already purchased snacks for each other. It was the coolest thing to witness. So anyways, again, I'm not judging. I'm just showing reality. So people were waiting at least on this day 5 hours to meet the Grinch. Now, here's a secret. If you could make it on another week that is not the Christmas week, if you could make it a week before, Karen over here as my witness, we actually saw the Grinch 10 minutes before the park closed. Right. By the way, over here, it was 5 hours, and you don't see anybody else behind because they have shut down the line already.
So they're the last ones.
I'm assuming for now they shut down the line. Because I think it was like 1 o'clock already. And if you add the 5 hours, they wouldn't have seen them until 6 o'clock or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming Universal was trying to be proactive and managing. But Karen and I actually met in the kids. We saw the Grinch. We were just recording. We're like, I say hi to the Grinch. And we didn't record it on the video because we're already we done that priorly. But we're, 5 minutes before the park closed, which was like insane. April has a question. Go ahead, Karen, read it.
There's a question. When do you think the crowds will die down? I'll ask what everyone is asking in the group.
The crowds will
when the crowds are gonna go down.
They're gonna go completely down after Martin Luther King weekend. You gotta see it this way. For the Hispanic community, for those who don't know, we celebrate the Three Kings. The Three Kings, actually, the Three King Day is on January 6th, which is actually this Thursday. So you may see a slight decrease on the crowd probably after this weekend for a few days. And then next weekend, believe it or not, I mean, it's that quick. We're already on Martin Luther King weekend. So you're going to see that amount of locals coming to the theme parks, plus the nearby states. A lot of them are coming during Martin Luther King in all the theme parks. Now, Martin Luther King weekend is over, which I think is in January 17. January 17 is actually Martin Luther King Day. After that, it's going to die off for 2 weeks, at least in Universal, all the way until February 4, because that's when Mardi Gras starts. Woo-hoo. So you got a good 2 weeks of, low crowds and all that. Mardi Gras starts, so then you have like the first weekend of February pretty busy, and then after that it kind of goes into a medium all the way onto maybe the second week of March. Once the second week of March hits and people are starting on spring break, it goes like that all the way to May, possibly almost Memorial Day weekend. So yeah, she knows gonna be busy. Chino is gonna be busy.
And Jeremy Walker says, hello, my favorite people.
Oh, Jeremy, how are you, my friend? Jeremy knows all about Universal and how crazy the lines can get, even for characters. So, but anyways, that was that video for that for the Grinch. Now let's go to this one over here. Do you know if they still sell the Harry Potter 1 holster in the park? I don't know. I haven't seen them.
The only place I know, I think, that sells the holsters, it's not really a Harry Potter theme holster. It's in
Etsy.
Etsy sells them, but if you're looking for them, you can find a lot of them in Etsy, and they're gonna be Harry Potter themed. But outside of Harry Potter, outside of Etsy, they sell there's this the stone shop at Universal. There's a little shop that has the stones where that guy used to wear. They sell wand holders. They're not specifically for Harry Potter, but they sell little wands or little knife.
It's in Lost Continent, the one of those small kiosks closer to the bathroom.
And it's the one that has all the stones and the bracelets and the pearls.
So if you're going, if you're going towards from Zeus Landing to Lost Continent. You pass basically Mythos, and you keep going straight, heading towards Hogsmeade, right? There's gonna be a set of bathroom on the right-hand side. You're gonna see those little kiosks. On that kiosk, they usually sell one.
But if you want a Harry Potter theme one, I would stick with Etsy.
Yeah. We'll look the next time that we go. That we're in Iowa.
Because that's usually where I know people find them.
Oh, that's the one that you were talking about? Yeah. So the last time that we were at IOA, one of the last few times, we kind of, for whatever reason, we tend to stop by that bathroom.
Yeah. It's usually not crowded.
Right. So that's where we saw it. So, I mean, unless they're having supply and demand issues like everybody else.
We can check next time.
But other than that, but anyway, here's the reality on New Year's Eve. Now, I have said this previously in our live stream. New Year's week is busier than Christmas. So again, the reason why I do this type of video is because I want to just bring the opportunity to people to do a comparison. So when they make a decision, they make it consciously aware that they're going to expect a crowd. Right. Now, what shocked me and Kyla is that this kind of crowd level, it affected everything. It not only affected the rides, because we were expecting that, but the fact that we had to basically see a line everywhere, that there is something selling. That was kind of like crazy. So, for example, that's me, the kid saying goodbye to me again. So anyway, let me go to that part over here. So I post, and I think April saw this when I posted on Instagram. no matter where you will look on that day, you will see lines. So that's the line over here to go to that popcorn cart. Now, don't get me wrong, this popcorn cart is always busy, but not like this. Now, this is where we try the Nashville chicken, even with Bethany on when Bethany was here 3 weeks ago. So look at the line. Now, I can guarantee you when Bethany was here with Karen, the line that they made, it was actually,
It was like 2 people.
yeah, it was nothing. It was, yeah.
It was 2 or 3 people deep.
Right.
And I got on one back in.
Yeah, exactly. They were like right over here by the umbrella.
Yeah.
So, and that was 3 weeks ago. So this was insane. Then it reminded me a lot of the crowd level during the summer. Now look at the line to go to Richter's. I'm gonna pause it over there because I want you to see this guy over here. That guy over there, if I'm not mistaken, right over there, he's forming the line. You see?
Oh,
so that line is already by the food truck, but they're like, no, we're leaving. But look at that guy over here. That was to go to Richter's burger, which is it is insane. Now, right behind Kyla, you are going to see the bathroom. I'm not lying to you. This is the bathroom. Look, that line over there is the line to go to the bathroom, but for the females. It was mostly the females.
Of course.
Which it was insane. That's what shocked me and the kids the most. But we were expecting the crowd level on the rides, not on the bathroom. Now it was like 2 o'clock, 1:30, 1:45, 2 o'clock already. I know it was lunch, but
still a lot.
It's still a lot. Now the kids gave you guys some recommendations to follow or possible future viewers to follow of the things that you could do to avoid this. So hopefully will help. Now, this is Lombards. Just so you guys know, usually Lombards, you have to have a reservation.
Yeah.
I highly recommend. A lot of people, this is another thing, April, I seen it maybe once or twice so far, actually last week. People keep asking, do you need reservations to go to City Walk or restaurant? It is not required. They're not requiring it anymore, but be ready to do this.
Or not be able
to see them to go in because it's insane. I'm a firm believer of doing reservations. If you know you want to go and see do Lombards, do the reservation. You know you're coming. So, yeah, that was Lombard. That was even the bakery. Now, when in the world have you seen the bakery line back here?
Yeah, it's the same.
I mean,
never. I don't think.
Usually when Karen find out that was a bakery, she has gone inside and loop around.
I know. I have yet to buy something.
And you have yet to buy.
This year, we need
that's
gotta be in this year's
resolution.
Stops. Yes.
All right, so here's Diagon Alley. Again, nothing out of the ordinary, other than the 140 minutes waiting time for Escape from Gringotts. Again, something that if you come early and open the park, you could do that in 10 to 15 minutes, just so you guys know. Now, pro tip, the kids and I kind of already, and I knew this, but I purposely told them I'm going to go to the back of the park because I want water. Here's the card that nobody, everybody forgets that is even there. So pro tip, always check on that card.
Go to the back of the park.
Yeah, go to the back of the park. And I'll tell you why. Because everybody wants to hang out in this area.
Yes.
And look at that line.
Yeah.
So these...
But that part, that's not that insane. But that stand always is busy.
It is always busy.
But not that insane.
Right. I've never seen lines outdoor for any of the restaurants. That's nuts. Yeah, it's been like that since the summer. But in the summer it was because they were short of employees. This time, since Halloween Horror Nights, you know that I seen Universal being staffed now compared to the summer. So now these are crowd. This is just crowd.
That's just New Year's crowd.
Exactly. So this is just normal. So basically, I think that's what I want to mostly share with you. Oh, this is also how you know. Usually, when you walk down on Hollywood Boulevard, for the most part, there's nobody here. If
Right.
you,
It's usually empty.
it's completely empty. You usually look to the right, and that's when you start seeing the gatherings because of the transformer.
But further out, yeah, like where you're pointing.
Exactly, but you could legit see people that I mean the whole road.
Right.
Not this time because that's the line to go and buy ices. And Kalel points out in this video, look at the line to go to the horror makeup show. So that's the icy line. And look at the amount of people by Transformer.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And Kalel mentions then look at the line to go to the horror makeup show. You get to see that line getting like that mostly in the summer. And what was crazy, we saw so many people doing this, eating on the curbside. So not only they had to make that long lines, but they will actually, they will actually be eating on the curbside because there's nowhere to be seated. Surprisingly, meet and greet for the character was like a walk on. This is, I mean, because I didn't say hi to them during the previous week, I decided to see them, but all the characters that we saw, at least for the holidays character, they were just a walk on. So anyway, that was our visit for New Year's. Now, let's go to the latest. As you can see by now, if you are not believing me, Karen is usually joking and fooling around with Kyla. You could see by her facial expression right there, she was not happy.
The kids were trying.
The kids were trying to cheer her up and all that, but Miss Grumpy Face over there, you probably didn't realize that. I noticed. I
was trying.
But I actually noticed that when I edited and I started laughing. I don't blame you.
I was trying.
I'll get to the story in a second. Let me continue with this endeavor over here. So the whole goal was, let's check out the crowds on New Year's Day, because we were there on New Year's Day at Animal Kingdom, and we arrived around 3 something. Figured we'd be there in the afternoon, meaning everybody slept, because they were, who knows, partying the night before or doing something, celebrating New Year's Eve. So then we decided to go to the park just to check on the crowd level. Now I have tracked through the application in the morning the waiting time because I want to have a mental comparison to see if it got better or worse. But anyways, this is kind of Karen's mood the whole entire time.
Are you really gonna keep pointing?
I am. I want to make you conscious aware. My son actually heard you shout me out in the video and he freaked out. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no, you're welcome. I show you where. But anyways, after somebody say hi to Karen and recognize us and say that they watch our video. That's what I'm saying. You just never know when you're kind to somebody or even smile. You never know the kind of influence that you could make on that person. So that was after that. And at this point, Karen is more like herself. She's more relaxed. She's enjoying her time. Look at her now. She's goofing around. You see, oh, look at April. Even shadows out over there. Disney Plus size rider. So, I don't even know if April's still watching. But anyway, at this point now, Karen is much better. So, we made it to Africa, which was insane.
Yes. Africa was busy.
Yeah. This is the line to go to the safari. I haven't seen this line like this ever.
It was crazy.
In the many years that I have gone to Animal Kingdom. So anyway, That's where the Safari. That's what was happening with the Safari. Let me double check. Go over here. Um, the Safari line was already being pushed backstage because it was that long. I don't know if I show it, but yeah. Anyways, so Miss Sheila, this is where Karen said I need to re-energize. So we ended up going to Starbucks, even though I was right next to Pandora. She needed her Starbucks.
I
So
did. I
um,
needed mine.
exactly. So there is a cup that costs $50. Now I want you guys to realize that since Disney decided to remove our discount, annual pass holders and cast member never had theirs for 50 for the 50% 50th anniversary merch. Notice the amount of merchandise that is left over on Starbucks and everywhere now because they're not giving people a discount. So I have a theory, and this is what I told Karen. They either doing this on purpose, so that way, obviously there's a supply issue, and again we go back to transparency. They don't want to say it like that, so they're trying to just make it sure that it lasts. Or who knows, it may be a strategy because the outlets they're not offering anything good on the outlets, so they're creating a surplus so they don't have to shut down outlets. That's my uh, theory, my thought process. So I want to say that this is what we're talking about, the coffee and all that. And this is where we shout you out. Actually, no, it was before
It was
we
before
enter.
we
Before we
going.
enter, we
Yeah.
say thank you to you and Miss Sheila and Bethany. Sheila said you're such a blessing to all of us, Lawyer Size Park and Tuesdays. Love y'all on the group and me too. We love you, Miss Sheila. We all love you. Trust me, that keeping up with the groups is just like almost a full time. It's a lot of work involved, and I'm blessed to have, especially in Universal. I have April and the rest of the administrators, Mary, Bobby, and Danielle. They are outstanding. What's crazy is that um, none of us knew each other. This is kind of April rolling the dice, and then it was me and April kind of like, all right, let's make a call of who we think will be good. And anyways, what I'm trying to say is that we ended up having such a chemistry that we're like family members now. So like every day we chat, we ask each other question, not even theme park related. It's like we can trust each other in anything. Sometimes we share even recipes on the side. It's just like amazing. So anyway, here's Pandora. We finally made it to Pandora, and this is basically kind of like the the core of this video. What it actually motivated me to now look even farther into something that is called Lightning Lane in Genie Plus. We've been talking about it now for so many weeks, but by me just standing up over here and making observation and having Karen with me doing the same thing, we just came to the conclusion that, in our opinion, Lightning Lane during busy time, um, you are rolling the dice to be a 50-50 shot, depending which side you take it. So you either want to do 150 minutes on a single line, or you want to spend, in our case was $14 per person, which is total 56 plus the tax, and wait, because according to this cast member, they told Karen it was going to be 15 minutes. Now, folks, I have done this line many times, and this is the part that we even share in this video. The reason why we continue to show you lines, and and I even made the comment. Somebody left a comment in our video as of like, why do we always talk about the lines and show the wait time when we could do the application? Simple, because we're trust but verify people. A cast member told Karen
That's a great face.
that it was going to be a 15 minutes wait time. I have done this line before.
Yes.
Before they added Disney Genie Plus, Disney at one point opened 2 lines, and this was the fast pass line. I can guarantee you that this was not a 15-minute wait time. I can guarantee you this was at least a 25 minutes to 30-minute wait time. And I kept saying in the video to Karen, this reminded me of Rise of the Resistance. When you buy Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance, it's exactly this way. So I'm in a mission now to buy Lightning Lane. The Lightning Lane is the separate line. You got Flyer Passage, you have Rather Do It, which I don't care about the Rather Do It, but I'm focusing more about Flyer Passage, and I go again to I want to do Rise of the Resistance. I want to time it for you guys. I am not buying that this is a 15-minute waiting time. As a matter of fact, here's what you guys gotta keep in mind. I'm in front of the cast member that has the end of the line sign. You already saw that they had to zigzag, and then you enter over here to go this way, to go that way, and then you go again, and then you go over there, and that's when you enter the building. Once you enter the building, it's gonna take you to the side where you're gonna see right before you see the avatar floating, and then after that, they're gonna take you where they divide you on lines, and you have to go to that ramp. I'm imagining that there's somebody over there scanning your ID, saying, okay, go ahead, let me show, okay, go ahead. And then you still have to make that line. Folks, that was not a 15-minute waiting time. Maybe the cast member is trained to tell you 15 minutes, so that way they're not getting like that pushback. That wasn't 15 minutes.
But it'd be interesting to also see, because we saw the line spike while we were there, that line. But we were at the tail end of one time frame and the beginning of the other time frame. So it'd be also interesting to see how much of a time frame you wait as soon as you hit your time versus waiting till towards the end of the time. Because we were hitting when it was shorter than that. I'm not saying that it was 15 minutes, but when that's longer than when I asked. So I think, okay. And the time has switched to the next set of times. So it might be, you know what I mean? Like maybe everybody that had that time when at that.
I see your point of view. However, the analytical part of me told me to start timing it. Hold on. I already knew by the time that I moved from your area that you were at, this guy over here is the one who was by us. And by the time I'm starting to turn around, it has already gone 5 minutes already gone. Now, remember, this guy was over here. While you're doing that explanation over there and talking to me, I stopped the camera, and that's when the guy ended up being around here. Then I go back to to talk about Lightning Lane. Again, look at the guy. See? Trust but verify. That's the moment that I decided to go back, and I put my timer on my cell phone. And by the time that I'm turning around, that I see the guy, same guy with a hat, and now I cannot find him right over here. It has 5 minutes have already gone by. And all that he did was turn this loop. So from over here, all the way over here, that was 5 minutes.
Already. And you still had all this 6 seconds.
There's no way that was 15 minutes. And here's where I have a problem. I'm already paying $159 per ticket to go to that theme park. So in order for me to go to that theme park, I'm $159 plus the tax, which apparently I cannot even do math at this time of the day. That's on the 9th. So everybody who went to Animal Kingdom on New Year's Day, they have a single day ticket, pay $170 with 13 cents. Right over here, that's my math, okay? So a family of 4, which is the traditional family, just like ours, would have to pay 680.52. So you got that 680.52. So we got the 680.52. Then it's $56 for me to do fly or passage. So that's 59. Hold on. That's fine. 59.92. Do that again. Because we have to do a, okay, and do that again. And do that again.
Oh, geez, how
many? Yeah, it's $59.92 per person, Karen.
Oh, I messed it up.
Yeah, you messed it up. So $59.92 times 4. People are like, oh my God, this guy is boring us over here. Sorry, guys, this is how I calculate whether things are worth it or not. So don't do anything.
I won't.
Times 4. Okay, plus 680.52. Remember, I'm just being the typical family man who's making plans to go to Animal Kingdom. So in order for me to go to Animal Kingdom, our family of 4, just to get in, plus Lightning Lane, would have cost me already $920 with 20 cents. So let me ask you this: if you pay $920 with 20 cents, are you, after you pay extra, you willing to wait at least 20 minutes?
Nope.
I rest my case. If I'm paying extra, this thing should have been a walk-on. If you're watching this, comment down below if you agree with me. Now, if you disagree, that's fine. We could agree to disagree. You could be like, hey, listen, I'd rather pay the $56, make a half an hour line, and then I don't have to make the 120 minutes standby line. I get it. That's a really good argument.
Yes.
However,
but that's just like the tickets Universal when you pay the fast passes. It's the same thing. You're still paying extra, and it's not getting you there any like.
No, it's
like,
not.
It's not a walk on.
Right.
It's not a walk on.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, you're still paying extra money to make shorter lines, but you're still waiting in line.
I agree. Yeah. And I said it on the video for New Year's.
Not that I'm justifying this.
Right. No. But I said it in the video of the New Year, where I want to say it was 120 for Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. It was 120 minutes. If you have Express, that cuts you half of it.
Right. So you're still waiting.
You're still waiting 60 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
and those express passes are not cheap either.
I get it, right. But you know me very well, and you know where I stand. Do you really think I would have paid express ticket?
No, I'm just saying.
The only way I will have express ticket is if I would have stayed at one of the premium resorts. Right. So if I would have be whatever Portofino and that comes with a package, hey, I get express, then I'm gonna use them.
Right.
But me paying $1,000+ for express, and you tell me that I still have to wait? Heck no, not on my calendar. I have better ways to spend $1,000.
Food.
You're telling me that I have to spend $56 extra after I spend $600 something to go to your park, and I still have to wait. So that's what I don't believe on this Lightning Lane crap. Right. So, and that's what I told you in this video. If you guys watch this video, you're gonna see what I tell Karen. Then why don't you just keep it as a fast pass? When you used to do fast pass or whatever, you want to change it and be fancy, call it Genie Plus. Then don't call Lightning Lane separate line and let me make extra money. Screw that. Then charge everybody what you're gonna charge at $20, whatever the heck you're gonna charge, and then roll it under everything else. And then hey, I paid $20. I could use it as a fast pass like it used to be, and then I'm gonna wait. It's okay. But don't try to sell it to me separately and make it sound like
you're gonna wait less.
I'm gonna wait less.
Yes.
I mean, technically you are.
Right.
But
you're still waiting.
I'm sorry. I pay $56 plus tax. I'm expecting not to wait. That's the way I feel. The same way. That's how I ended up getting my refund to Rise of the Resistance, because that's what I told guest relations. I said, I'll pay you. I shouldn't be waiting.
But the ride kept going down.
The ride kept going down. And everybody who had Lightning Lane that day, that line was at least 45 minutes. I shouldn't be. I paid $15, quote unquote, that day to ride it without making a line, not to to do a 45-minute wait time. So I don't know. Disney there, she agrees. Disney's nickel and dime people to death with Genie Plus. Yeah, I agree. I will be happy if they say, you know what, we're eliminating this Lightning Lane extra money. Just pay us a flat fee. Just give us $25 for Genie Plus. And you could actually use it in every single ride that you want to. Now, keep in mind, you might end up waiting. So at
that point, you're going to wait even more because then everybody's going to pay the $25.
That's
fine.
Know what?
No, I'm just saying. Just know that you would be.
But you're being transparent. Every single person that did this line over here, I mean, again, you could take it from two sides of the spectrum right now. You could say, well, they didn't wait at 140 minutes.
Right.
So they ended up waiting less. That's fine. That's the goal. But at the same time, you're charging me. You're charging me a premium price for something that I still have to wait. So I don't know. One thing that we're going to be doing, guys, soon, and it is because, again, based on the survey from the Disney group, people want to see not only plus size related content for the rides, but they also want to see how Genie Plus works. I'm going to do it with the entire family. And we're going to try to go on a Saturday. So it's like busier.
The big day.
So we can give you a better... more realistic. I'm going to do it in the different parks as much as I can. Keep in mind that that's costly. I mean, it's $15 per ticket, which it means it's going to be $60 every time that we use it. So per park. I'm going to start with Magic Kingdom because the only place that I feel comfortable at this point, based on what I witnessed, telling you to use and pay Genie Plus for is in the Magic Kingdom based on the amount of rides that they have. I wouldn't do it on Hollywood Studios at all. I wouldn't do it on Epcot. Maybe Animal Kingdom. So we hopefully can go back to Animal Kingdom, confirm that, but it's not going to do us any good now because Expedition Everest is going to be done for refurbishment. So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll have to wait for that one.
So
I think we should just start with Magic Kingdom.
We're gonna go to Magic Kingdom, and don't forget there's a difference. There's Genie Plus, which it gives you access to XYZ rides, or Lightning Lane. So Lightning Lane is a separate thing from Genie Plus. You don't have to get Genie Plus in order to buy a Lightning Lane pass. So for example, Karen and I could have chosen to buy a Lightning Lane ticket, which, by the way, they were sold out this day, rightfully so.
Right.
I could have gone to buy a Lightning Lane 4 tickets, right, and pay the $56 plus the tax, and just to do this ride, and that's it.
Right.
I didn't have to pay the $15 per person for Genie Plus. So, anyway, that's my observation from this past weekend in regards to this Lightning Lane and Genie Plus situation. You could watch the video and see basically more of a depth explanation that I did in comparison. But anyway, other than that, it was super nice day at Animal Kingdom. Sometimes we just enjoy just walking around the theme park. I mean, we're blessed that we had that opportunity. So it was super nice. So, all right. Now let's go under some news. So last week we started talking about Icebreaker. I figure it's good to mention. Again, if you are joining us here for the first time, this is where the part that we go over the news in the different theme parks, so we share things that are about to happen, and that's what we do. So, for example, last week I did mention as an honorable mention SeaWorld and Busch Garden, but SeaWorld came today and confirmed The opening day is in February 18th. I want to say it was towards the end of February, as of last week when I talked about it, but now it's actually on February 18th. That came out today. And Icebreaker pretty much is their new roller coaster, and they're showing you over there how it's supposed to look like, and it has, backwards and forwards. Do you see?
Ooh.
Yep. That looks like something fun for you and the kids to
Oh,
do.
yeah. Sounds amazing.
Karen cannot wait until I could probably hit a lesser amount of weight and I could start riding these coasters. So,
Gonna be eating a lot of salads lately.
Anything but chills or anything. Anyways,
until February 18th.
Officially opening on February 18th. So that's honorable mention. With that said, let's talk about something that we're about to face reality. And unfortunately, Shrek 4D is closing its door.
No.
And it will be closing on January 10th, meaning that January 9th, if I'm not mistaken, is the last day that anybody can ride Shrek 4D. That looks us. I don't know. We're gonna. I will have to check it out, Miss Sheila, if that roller coaster is fluffy friendly. If not, I think usually if I don't do it, Theme Park Express, Adrian, he does all those reviews too about plus size. So I'm assuming I know he goes. Yeah, I'll text him.
If we don't go, we can always ask him too.
Yeah. Well, no, he was gonna do it. I'm talking about Theme Park Express, not Adrian from Lush TV.
Oh.
Theme Park Express, Adrian. He does a lot of the plus size videos too.
Sorry.
So
he'll do it.
He'll do it because he goes to SeaWorld and Busch Garden a lot too. So I don't. He does. But anyways, so I'm assuming he'll be in this.
He'll be in the opening.
But anyways, January 9th, which I believe is this Sunday, isn't it?
Yes.
So this Sunday, I think, is the last day that you will actually be able to do Shrek 4D. It is in our best intention to be there. And if we can, I would love to catch the last show.
To say
goodbye. So, yeah, if you're going this week, take advantage of that. It's crazy.
It's always busy. I don't really understand.
It is the stupidest thing, man. Because,
it's right at the beginning of the park. It's always busy. So it's kind of interesting. I hope that whatever they bring does it just, you know what I mean? It's justifiable.
But this is what I was talking to the kids, and I think it was in that video too for New Year's, but obviously I just edited it. This ride is always busy. It's usually, even during the holidays, it was no less than 60 minutes. A ride is going to take Universal a good 9 months to a year and a half to put a brand new ride. What are you doing with all those people that you're pushing for a way that you were giving in 60 minutes?
Well, maybe that's why they're doing it at the beginning of the year, maybe. Because the park's going to be less busy, less crowded. So hopefully, they're assuming they'll probably get less complaints.
And for everybody else who's like, I don't care about the Shrek 4D ride. I didn't care. It was blah, 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 blah. Remember, Universal uses one of the theaters for Halloween Horror Nights. What are they going to do? Does that mean that they're going to use another soundstage? But how about if they don't use a soundstage?
Or they get rid of a house.
Are they going to get rid of a house? Because now that we don't have Shrek 4D, does that mean that we're not going to have one house?
Right.
So you know what? Sometimes you got to be careful. We're like, well, I don't care about Shrek. It could work. It could affect
Halloween Horror Nights.
And not only that, let's say the Halloween Horror Nights decide to do that soundstage, which I'm assuming, I'm almost positive that's what they're about to do. And they built something in this that they're not longer going to be able to use that second theater that happens to be back over here for Halloween Horror Night. What's going to happen if Halloween Horror Nights didn't have to rent out those studios and they can no longer use that studio that we're using back here for that haunted house. So
We'll find out whether or not we lose a house this year.
We just gotta be careful, and everybody can say, "Well, no, Universal's not gonna do that." Well, you know what? Money talks.
Yeah, they might.
We learn in going to Universal Hollywood that they rather shut down stuff than actually shut down a production.
Right.
Because didn't they say when we were doing the behind tour that sometimes they have shut down an entire ride? For example, I think it was Fast and the Furious or one of the one that were on the back because they needed to just feel that. Remember that green wall that it looks like it was like an ocean and all that?
One?
Exactly.
Like open hole?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Remember when they said that they shut down for months because they were in a live production?
Right.
So Universal is not going to lose money on production or TV production because of Halloween Horror Nights, because they're going to see it this way. Okay, I could make 3 or 4 months worth of money on TV production or more versus a month and a half the Halloween Horror Nights last. So you got to be careful. So I'm kind of nervous and also anxious, sad, and excited to see what's going to happen with this building. But bottom line,
Shrek is leaving.
Shrek is leaving us, and this is your last week to experience Shrek. The other thing is happening this week is the closing for refurbishment for the Revenge of the Mummy, which is expected to close on January 7th, which means that I'm assuming that this Thursday, the 6th, is the last day that you are able to ride the Mummy before it goes in refurbishment. And according to the permits, they have it down onto June of 2022. So for the first time ever, because they shut it down usually for like about 2 to 3 weeks. This is normal, but it has never been shut down for like 6 months.
Which tells you that they're going to be doing a lot of work inside of it. They're going to be redoing things.
Well, according to the permits, they're going to be doing work with electrical and all that because none of that has been done since it opened in 2004. So that's, you see, even they said over here, extended refurbishment for roller coasters that are typical, but that
they need an entire track replacement.
Yeah.
So they're replacing an entire track.
But according to the permits right now, it's all the electrical boards. And
if you have to replace the track, it's all electrical.
Yeah. So
the tracks like shift.
Oh yeah, that gives you another excuse, Miss Sheila. She will have to plan a trip back down after it reopens. Yes.
Gotta come see us again.
Try to come during the cooler weather too, Miss Sheila. Like right now, you're coming in a few weeks, which is gonna be cool. Try to come maybe like around the November if you can, if you could afford it, because if you well, yeah, and it's also cooler. And then if you could do it right before Thanksgiving, then you don't have to deal with no crazy crowd.
Right.
So it has to be before Thanksgiving or like right after Thanksgiving. So just know that the Mummy is closing. I'm assuming the last day will be this Thursday. Again, we're going to attempt to be there to just try to ride it one more time before it goes down.
The kids are going to be sad.
Yeah. Man, this picture is old.
Yeah.
Who used this picture? See, I'm Magic Guidebooks. I just speak randomly. But this picture is old. You know how this picture? You know how I know this picture is old?
The whole cube's not out there.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. They decided to move it right over here, which is stupid.
There.
No, you know what they need to move this thing? They move it right over here.
Yeah.
Because this is the exit, right? Normally, well, actually, that used to be the exit years ago. It wasn't through the store. You had this exit or that exit before. So, but because now you have that queue line, had they move it over here on this corner, it will be more secluded. and people will feel more comfortable. I hate that they have it right away
right
here,
where everybody can see
and,
it.
and I see why they do it, because they have to have a team member. They want to have a team member, helping you out, and it's easier for them to pull from the team members over here or over here at the door to help. But it is not very comfortable
It's not very friendly.
as a plus size rider when you have basically everybody's making the line over here and you're sitting down and everybody's watching you trying.
Which is probably why a lot of people don't. And they might not even go in because they don't want to.
Yeah, but if they would have put over here, because right now this corner is completely empty. Trust me, I look at it all the time. Right now, if they were to relocate it over here, I can guarantee you a lot of people will feel more comfortable to drive the test seat. So, anywho, Revenge of the Mummy shutting down. Oh, what do we have? Oh, Facebook. Oh, hey, Maddie, how are you? So, I briefly talked about it not too long ago. Expedition Everest is shutting down, and I think tomorrow and this is what I was mentioning to you earlier. They're gonna go down for multiple months, and it's closed tomorrow. So did that means that it was today that was the last day? I always get that confused. So
yes.
Or is it tomorrow?
No, it says we'll close tomorrow. Oh.
So maybe today was the last
day.
I
think today probably the last
of Expedition.
Which is January 4th. So that means, today was the last.
So today was the
last day. So it'll close from January 4th until mid-April.
That's pretty long too.
Yeah, but that one needs it too, because the track, every time
the
track, you can feel the tracks.
Yeah, but hello, that's Expedition. That's basically.
Again, but they're closing them, especially this one's a little less time than the Mummy, but that one's
I seriously don't know what Universal is gonna do.
Without two rides.
Well, you got Mardi Gras coming, and you're shutting it down.
Shutting down two rides.
Spring break.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna have Shrek.
Right.
That gives you 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Pull away from other people. 60 minutes. So you're gonna shut it down now, and then during spring break as well, you're gonna have the Mummy shut down. That as of now, for the last 2 weeks, it has been a virtual line because it's so full. They got to keep up with the crowd level.
Transformer better get ready.
So what exactly is Universal going to be doing?
Transformer.
I don't know. Sounds to me like I have a lot of content to cover. It may not be the happy one that Universal wants to. If
Mardi Gras, so we might be.
If any of you ever have been in my side, meaning dreaming that we hope Carlos ever makes it to the media list for Universal Studios, because it will be cool if he gets invited to all those special events so he could just give us that information. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Or Disney.
No.
I don't think so.
It's okay.
Because I just call it how it is, and they don't like that. I can tell you right now, neither Disney or Universal likes it when we content creators call it like it is. They hate it.
It is what it is.
They hate it. But anyways, January 4th to mid-April 22, what the heck is Animal Kingdom going to be doing? Because you're talking about one of the 3 most popular rides is going down. You got Flight of Passage, you got Safari, and you always have Expedition Everest. What are you gonna do? Divert them into the new Finding Nemo show?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
What in the world?
And they got rid of the dinosaur ride too.
I don't know, but I don't know. Sometimes I see things that theme parks do, and I get it. They have to for safety reasons and all that. But
that one also.
I would just figure it out a way to expedite the whole thing.
Well, but when you're dealing with ride and control and electrical, take your time.
I guess.
Take your time.
Well, maybe the Jetty finally is gonna work.
Well, the Jetty's not getting repaired.
Oh, the Jetty's not getting repaired.
No, the improvements are not to the show or a repair of the Jetty and And
well, that sucks.
Work will take place in the ride control system to improve reliability and performance, so expect to see lots of testing without guests during the closure, which means they're having a lot of issues with the track. So that's why the ride keeps going down, because I think the tracks are probably not shifting.
I don't know. We'll see.
So the Yeti might still not work after that long period of time.
You know what I think is going to happen? I think Busch Gardens and SeaWorld are opening their new coaster and on the best time.
Yeah.
Because while the biggest attraction in Universal...
And who knows? Because maybe that's also why they did it. Because they know that they can still pull people to Florida, even though some of the major attractions are down, because the other parks are bringing new stuff.
Yeah.
So overall, Florida theme parks might be working together to bring stuff down and bring things up.
It could be, and that has happened before. This is not the first time that they do that. A lot of people don't know this. When the economy collapsed years ago, Disney knew that Universal was about to open Harry Potter, Hogsmeade. They knew that. And what they did, because there's like a tourism association here in Central Florida. All of the theme parks belong to that, because obviously they all want the best for tourism. So what people didn't know, and we knew, because we were studying hospitality management back then, and our professor was part of that committee. So this is back when Disney decided to create the dining plan, and when the former CEO that he just unfortunately retired the other day decided to do, if you stay 3 nights, they give you the fourth night for free. They were doing it on purpose because they knew that Universal was bringing Harry Potter. So by opening Hogsmeade, they kind of put they kind of tag team at that point. Universal recognized, hey, we only have 3 hotels, because that's the one. They only have Portofino, Hard Rock, and Royal at that point. And then Disney's like, hey, I got the hotels. I know economy is not the best right now, but if we're able to create, stay with us 3 nights, and we give you the 4th night for free, and on top of that, we also give you the dining plan. Remember that? Mm-hmm. When that was included? Mm-hmm. Then maybe we're able to draw more people. The people stay in our hotel, they go to your facilities to go to Harry Potter, but at the same time, we still it's more of a convenience we're still benefiting from that.
Right.
So a lot of people didn't know that, but that was purposely orchestrated behind the scenes between Disney and Universal, so that way they could both benefit from that. So it has been done in the past. Miss Sheila said that last time I was there, I feed the mummy with no problem. They didn't try the testing. Well, that's good. I think I feed. I'm going to try it on Thursday. I think I feed.
You fit in the one in California for sure. So you should. Hopefully you should fit in the one here.
Poseidon's Fury is reopening next month. Maybe they are relying on that to help with crowds. Maybe. But Poseidon Furies have never been as popular.
I think it's too hidden.
It's a cool show, though.
It's too far in the back. Right.
I mean, I'm happy walking through that water tunnel. Spoiler alert. Yeah. That's all that I care about Poseidon Fury.
You have to go see it, though, because that's a cool show.
It's a cool show, but I'm happy just like seeing that water tunnel. If I see that made my day. But it is a show. It's not going to make up for an actual thrill roller coaster ride. So, but you're right. Maybe they're counting that may help. They may also say, well, the Velocicoaster, and they know that our neighbors theme park are bringing new theme parks, so why not help them? Okay. So, all right. So last day of Expedition Everest. Boom. This weekend is the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend, which Karen and I will not be running.
No.
Last time that we did a marathon weekend, we ran a 10K, and I want to say, was it 2019 or 2018? Anyways.
Far.
It was 2018 or 2019, the last time that we did a 10K. Yes. This plus-size guy
runs faster than the entire family.
I'm the fastest one on the entire family. I could actually do up to 10K, which is, so for those that don't know what is a 10K, that's 6.2 miles. And maybe next week we'll show you all our medals because we had tons of medals. We became fanatics of Run Disney. 2012 was the year that we ran it for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. We'll confirm that next week when we show you my most precious and valuable medal that I will forever charm and cherish, and I will never let go of that, because I will never do it again. And I know it's hard to say never, but I will never do this again. I actually ran a half marathon, and it was the most brutal experience of my life. And I'm humble enough to admit that if it wouldn't be for Karen, I would have not finished that race. That was brutal. So yes, I do have a half marathon medal that I think we ran either on the Princess weekend or on the Walt Disney Marathon. I can't even remember. But after that half marathon, then we decided to do 5Ks, which is 3.10 miles, right? And then all of a sudden, Carlos over here decided, oh, 5Ks are not too hard for me anymore. And Karen giving me the dirty look like she usually gives me. I'm like, all right, let's do some crazy adventure. Let's run 10Ks. And against Karen willingness, she's like, you know what? I'm going to do it to support you. So we ran 10Ks for years. And it got to the point, folks, that we were running every single Run Disney. A lot of people don't know this, but we were running every single Run Disney event. The marathon, the Princess, Star Wars that was at one point, or Expedition Everest at one point. And we also did Food and Wine. We were running them all. And you will ask yourself, well, why are you guys not doing it anymore? Well, our children grew. Our children have been doing, as you can, if you guys know, we are very involved as parents. We talk about over here, and people that know us personally, they know the kids are involved in a lot of sports. Like today, we just came back from a volleyball game. First day back in school, we had a volleyball game. So both of us actually went to the volleyball game. So every time that we will do Run Disney, we will sign up the kids in the race.
In the kids' races.
Kalel actually ran his first, no ran. He actually did a diaper dash. It's called a diaper dash where you put kids crawling. I think it's like 4 to 6 feet. And they crawl and they earn their own medal. So Kalel has been participating in this kind of event since that he was a baby. Since that he could crawl. The reason why we stopped is just look at the prices. Now the kids are at the point that they want to do 5K. It's $95 per person.
And they're at the age that they can't do the kids' races anymore.
Right. Now the kids' races, so you guys understand, back in the days, it used to be $10. So these $95 used to be at $1.60. So it was easier for us to pay $120 for both of us. And then $10 per kids. It was $140 for the entire family, and that was it. Now it's $95, which is insane. And that's the reason why we have to actually slow down and stop now. With this sign up last year for the Star Wars, 10K, no 5K.
5K.
We actually
the family.
Right, and it was $90. It wasn't even $95. I think it was $90. We did sign up, but Run Disney got canceled. Obviously, we got our money back, so we couldn't do it as a family. The kids are dying to do a 5K Disney event as a family. If you go to our videos, we did actually do a 5K for the cast member and family. Oh, you happen to be wearing that shirt.
In 2019.
In 2019, that's the last time that we ran as a 5K, which Kyla smoked us.
Yeah.
Legit.
Well, no, she was mad at us because we weren't keeping up with her.
Right. So I did try to sign up for the 5K in March 31st, and it got sold out so quick. that we couldn't do it. So the only person that Karen was able to sign up was me. So I still debating whether I'm gonna do it or not.
I was getting Kyla in, and it was sold out.
And it was sold out. Okay, and that was the goal. The goal is to try to get me and one of the kids in, so that way at least we have some content. You get from my perspective, and Kyla or Kaleo, and it didn't work. It just got sold out really quick. Imagination Travel says, kudos to you for that. I will totally pass out after 15 feet. No. I will say that. I you know what? I used to say that.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden I proved to myself that it could be done. So anyway, that is happening this weekend, starting on the 5th, starting on Wednesday. I think that's when the 5K is, if I'm not mistaken. No, the expo is on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, that's when the 5K is. Then Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. Okay. A lot of excitement is happening. So I know April asked me about when it's going to slow down. It's not going to slow down for Disney because Disney works its way. You see, it's supposed to slow down this weekend, and they come up with this Run Disney event, which is the largest marathon, one of the largest marathon in the world, just so you guys know. I think at one point before the pandemic, we used to host over 40,000 runners, something like that. It was insane. So
and it
gets busy. So the parks are gonna be slammed this weekend, and rightfully so. This is when we're gonna get to see the people with their medals and all that. It's not open for the public. You either have to sign up for the race or you have to buy a spectator pass, which I don't know if they're selling it right now. And it's spectator, yeah. And it's super, super early. So you have to be over there like at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, something ridiculous like that. The expo is happening on Wednesday.
Expos is fun.
Expos are fun. We could always swing by the expo and record you some video if you guys are interested to see and kind of get the momentum of what a person does when they're about to pick up their bid and all that. We could show you that. Let us know in the comments if you would like to see something like that. We'll be glad to do it. But yeah, it's happening. And that's for this weekend. Then after that, they actually, because it's from Disney. Then after that, if you see here on the top, on February 24th to the 27th, you see how Disney loves to play with the crowd. Then they're going to have the half marathon. And Run Disney Springtime, this is the one that I'm doing. As you can see, Expedition Everest happens to be my favorite,
that's the funnest
race. Event in the history. But it's already sold out. They still have the 10K open. Karen actually participated once on the Twilight Zone 10 miler, which I'm still surprised it hasn't sold out. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror and Expedition Everest used to be the most popular events back in the days, but this one got sold out. Just so you guys know how popular Expedition is, in a matter of like 7 minutes, this whole entire 5K got sold out. 7 minutes sold out. What makes this so special? Well, first of all, you start. It's the only event other than the Twilight Zone that is during the night. It is at 10 o'clock at night. Usually, the race is happening at 5 in the morning, but this one is at 10 o'clock at night. You're running inside Animal Kingdom, so it's a 3.1 mile. And after you're done with that, the coolest part is that you do a scavenger hunt. So you do 3.10 miles, plus after that, you have to do a scavenger hunt. And it's super, super fun. And the medal, in my opinion, is one of the best and coolest medal that Run Disney has. So, but like you can see, it's already sold out. And when you sign up to events, this is basically everything that is included. Who the heck? Why would they use this stupid picture over here?
Just showing how fast runners are going.
No.
Yeah,
that's an ugly picture.
It's an amazing picture.
But anyway, running on Run Disney events is super fun. But anyway, I just want to share that with you. That's basically what is happening this weekend. The Run Disney marathon weekend is happening.
Mari said smart move, and then she put a whole bunch of runners. So I think smart move on us not doing them anymore. No.
So 5 in the morning. Oh, I gotta. Okay, so here's the other story why we're not doing the Walt Disney.
No, we're not doing that ever again.
Karen said we will. I don't care if it's a 5K. We are never gonna run on a Walt Disney World marathon weekend.
Not in January.
Why? Because 2 or 3 years ago, we had the coldest day in history.
Every time this run comes and we did it, it was the coldest weekend of the entire year. It doesn't matter what year we did it. It was always the coldest weekend.
And she's not lying, guys. She
like
is
the weekend
not
before
lying.
It was like in the 80s, and that weekend was like super
She's
cold.
not lying. And it has been registered as the coldest day of the entire winter here. Now,
and I don't like cold. Imagine cold like at 3 o'clock in the morning to get there and be ready by 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you gotta.
For some of you, you may be like, "Oh, you guys are exaggerating," especially if you come from the north, right? Now, 70s or high 16 Floridians are complaining that that's cold.
It's cold.
We're talking about the last time that Karen and I ran. It was raining. And it was at 28 degrees.
Not doing that again.
It was insane.
I told them that the last time we ran this.
I basically gained nothing but respect from everybody up north who trains on the brutal winter, especially at that time of the day. It was bad.
It was cold, wet. It was horrible.
It was bad. And then on top of that, you're running, which it means even though you're creating heat, you're sweating, but you're cold and it's raining. Let me put it to you this way. And I think it was on 2019 or 2018, the last time that we did it. Both Karen and I ended up getting sicker than a dog after that race. Like, we took a shower and that evening we both were sick. And that's when Karen said, "Nope, I will never do it again."
I was like, "You can sign up for it, but I will not sign up with you."
So guess what happened after that? For the last 2 years, then we've been like in the 80s.
Yeah, no, we're not doing it. Because the 1 year that we sign up, it'll drop again.
So, Sheila says, back in my youth, I could have done that. I was in marching band and marching 10-mile parades in the snow. Dang. Now, 40 years later, I'm paying for it.
I was in marching band.
Did you used to walk 10 miles?
I did.
You probably did.
I probably did, yeah.
You probably did. So anyway,
this is why we get along so well.
I know. Karen used to be in marching band.
I love marching band.
And Kalel actually is in the
band too.
What Kalel is playing
the drums.
The drums. That's right.
Not just the snare, but I'm gonna try to get him the whole set.
Yeah, I'm great. So anyway, funny story about Run Disney. Next week, if I remember, we'll show you the medals. I promise. On another story, Typhoon Lagoon opened yesterday.
Opened one day and then it shut down. And
it shut down, which I don't understand why they shut it down today, but it's been like in the 70s today. It was windy though.
It was chilly for water. For a water park, it's chilly.
No, they could have kept it open. But this is Florida. They probably didn't know. You see, that's what you get. You actually bang your knee against the for saying that it's cold.
It was cold.
Oh, it was not.
She played the flute, the oboe, the piccolo. I played all the clarinets, the regular clarinet, the bass clarinet, and the contrabass clarinet. Because I went to state with it.
You competed, right?
I competed. Yeah, we were in the state. I was in state with the contrabass clarinet. It was bigger than me, and I had to sit in like 3 chairs to be able to play it.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fun.
Anyway.
Her son plays the drums. I was a drum major.
Nice.
My best friend was a drum major.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But check this out, Karen. This actually was released about 3 hours ago. Don't pay attention to the actual date because they added into this, and I'll show you in a second. So, Wonderful Walk of Color Cuisine 2022 AFC Festival of the Arts. We all know that it's starting on January 14th, and confirm we will be there.
Whoop, whoop.
Because that's a Friday, I think, right? But I know you got tickets. I got my pass. We are going to be there.
Right. Yes.
Which is not this Friday, is next Friday. We will be there. So expect some content about Festival of the Arts, which is our favorite festival. Yeah, I think it's the best one in my opinion.
It's the best festival. Well, all the festival that EPCA runs is the best one, and it has the best food typically.
So they say to take part in the 2022 EPCA Wonderful Walk of Color, you need to visit five booths in the World Showcase and purchase a spotlighted dish. Every time that they have a festival, they actually do something fun with it, where they actually guide you to go to a specific booth to buy a specific dish
or cookie. Or
so this is how they're going to play this year. The red is going to be in Canada. Green is going to be near the portal entry. Yellow, Encanto Cocina between Morocco and France. I'm wondering if that will be like Encanto, you know, like the movie. Orange will be the artist table, and pink will be Karen's ultimate favorite.
Well, the donut box is hit and miss. The best donuts were the last festival that we just finished. So hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully they're getting better.
A walk is definitely better than a run. You're not lying on that one.
It's not, no, but Carlos' walk is a jog for me. I can't keep up with his walk, so I would have to literally.
Well, I used to walk fast. Now, since that I injured my hamstring.
Yeah, but on a normal basis, his walk, and even his normal walk, I would kind of have to like be jogging next to him.
Yeah, I could speed walk a lot. Like I speed walk, and Karen cannot keep up.
I can't keep up.
Karen has to jog in order to keep up with my.
And I get more tired if I try to meet his pace as a walker than if I were to jog.
Right. So when we're doing our pace, Karen gets tired faster if she has to walk.
Yes.
Rather than if she does a slow jog.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny because sometimes you see me like walking and you see Karen doing baby jogs, and I'm just walking, and then that's
the only way I can keep up with
it. And then I tell her, all right, I'm gonna jog, and she's like, really?
Really? I've been running this whole time.
Because then I just pick up on speed.
He runs fast, people. He runs fast.
Kind of like a treat trail. Yeah, it's pretty much that. That's how they do it. It's just to make it more interesting. So
I think just to guarantee that people hit booths all around the pavilions.
This is we tried this cookie before. It's pretty cool though. Anyway, this section over here came actually brand new today, just so you guys know. The Wonderful Walk of Color was on the menu. So 5 dishes that sound plenty delicious and quite filling. So the red, it is a blood orange braised beef carpaccio. And this is basically what it is.
A vegetarian dish.
Oh, it's a vegetarian dish. Okay.
Because it's beet.
All right.
Beet's a fruit or a vegetable. It's not a meat.
Okay. Then you have this deconstructed key lime pie. That's what it's gonna look like. And then the yellow, you have the house-made chorizo and potato empanadas.
So definitely Encanto.
Sign me up for that one.
That's definitely Encanto.
I want it. There you go, Karen. I guess this is probably gonna be our first video.
I think so. It should be. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we hit everything except the orange one. We might have to.
Orange is we don't eat scallops, but that's what they're gonna have in orange.
We always have the kids' face.
And a vanilla donut. Ooh.
Oh, that looks interesting.
A vanilla donut with strawberry sugar, strawberry ice cream, fresh strawberries, and strawberry. How you say this?
Jelly.
Now, this is the best part about why we like Festival of the Arts so much. If you notice, look at the other plates.
Beautiful.
It's very all artistic. Colorful, very artistic. And this was the festival that last year they had that grilled cheese sandwich with the tomato soup. That, oh my God, is like the best that I have ever tried.
Yes.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. The art festival has the best food. It's incredible because it's not even the food and wine festival has the best food.
Right.
Like,
it used to.
Nah.
Michela said I put my scooter on rabbit setting and make the boys run after me.
I might need your scooter.
Nothing wrong with that. Everything but the
beet.
The beet thing sounds good.
Yeah, I would agree. The beet thing and the scallops for us.
Which one is the beet thing?
This one.
Oh, this one.
But the beet is that purpley thing, which I think it's a fruit or a vegetable. I think it's one.
Braised beet carpaccio with mustard vinaigrette.
So pickled clamshells, mushrooms. It doesn't sound good at all. And I'll eat the crostinis, which is the bread.
Sweet. Okay. I don't know. A lot of the I want to try this one.
I want to try the key lime pie might be very tart, but that's still key lime pie is very popular, so we should try it.
I'm gonna try that.
That and then
I'm definitely trying the key lime. I'm definitely trying this and this.
And that one. I think we should go for 3 out of them.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about the scallops.
Michela says that she loves scallops. Any kind of seafood. Yeah, we're not seafood either.
I have an intolerance to seashells, so I kind of stay away. Just to be. My mouth just gets extremely itchy if I eat anything.
So anyway, this actually came out a few hours ago where they announced the actual dishes going on. So that's pretty awesome. Just want to share that with you. Then just want to share with you the Minnie Mouse meet and greet moved to a new World Showcase location, which is her past location.
Yeah, isn't that what she usually says?
Yeah, it wasn't there until today.
But that's where she used to.
This is where which is kind of cool. Remember the other day. Well, one of the times that we were pushing me in the wheelchair around, and I was like, I still don't get why Minnie is not there.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean?
That's pretty.
Because
excluded.
Exactly, because of the social distance, they still can do it, and you're like, I don't know. Sheila said my sister can't eat shellfish. She's allergic. Yeah.
I just have an intolerance. I'm not like super allergic. I can eat it, and my mouth just gets extremely itchy.
Yeah. Now, talking about rides going down. Nobody can understand what's happening. Rock and Roller Coaster had operational issues basically last week. I think they were down for 3 to 4 days, and then they reopened yesterday, and it went down again. So talking about rides, they needs maybe a little bit of refurbishment or
a little bit of love.
Yeah, this is one, and a lot.
And it's a vacation.
Yeah, but you got it, and this is the part that you, as a guest or consumer, I understand that you're expected to possibly ride everything if you can. Unfortunately, there were guests that actually pay for a park hop, and they continue to go back and forth last week to try to hit this ride, and unfortunately, it will continue to be down. So obviously, they were disappointed. And Hollywood Studios don't have that many rides, so I don't blame people to be upset or disappointed. Now you cannot be upset at Disney per se because nobody plans for this. That's like you saying, "Oops, my car is not working."
Yeah. And when it comes to like roller coasters, I'd rather be safer. Like if I see that goes down 2 or 3 times in a day, I'm not even gonna try to attempt to go on it because I don't know what's wrong with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna go on a ride that keeps going down and it's a roller coaster. Like, I don't want to be that person that tests it. You know?
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So anyway, just keep in mind that this continues to go down and it's still down.
That happened to us in California with Space Mountain. It kept going down and we kept going and it kept going down. And right before we were in it went down, and we were the first ones to get back on it when it fixed. I was like panicking the entire time. I don't want to be the first one testing it out. And I was so fed up with ride going up and down that I'm like, I'm not gonna go. He waited for it. And then I waited. And then you guys made the line because the line was supposedly 30 minutes, and it ended up being like over an hour. Yeah.
and then you kept texting me, sorry, it just went down again.
And it's starting to move. Oh, it went down again. And at that point, I was like, I don't want to ride it. But then
the kids
really wanted to ride it, and our friends were there, and they wanted to ride it, and I wasn't gonna be like the party pooper and not ride it. But I was terrified the entire time.
And that was our last day too. So
our last ride, like we were gonna do that and leave the park.
Right. And I didn't want to ride it because I didn't want to miss the fireworks show that I saw it. I saw it.
I missed them.
She missed them. So anyway, that's what happened. Now last week we actually told you guys that it's our intention to go on a cruise, but I couldn't resist to share this with you. Obviously, CDC is advising now against cruise travel regardless of vaccination status. So it kind of, not that this is gonna slow us down or stop us, but I find it kind of like crazy how the cruise line is trying to build up and trying to move forward, and then every time that you are ahead of the game, something else happens, and then you gotta get pushed back again. So, plus the cruises that I was looking at, it's not like right now. I was looking far away, maybe like in the kind of like July through November.
Right. So hopefully whatever's going on now, it'll die down a little bit. But right now, right in there, the city is advising that if you are going to go, that you do have your shots and you have your booster.
Yep.
So they're advising against it, but if you're going to go, just make sure you have your vaccinations and your booster.
This is the other thing that has slowed me down too, because like I want to go and enjoy it. I don't want to be attached to any restraint. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I gotta pay that much money, I want to enjoy it to the fullest. But I also cannot be living in fear. Meaning,
right,
I'm not gonna go because of this, because it is
I
time
for
go, us.
So
it is time for us. In other news, I did end up moving forward, signing up, hopefully to be a travel agent. I do have some training to do first, so I'll keep you all updated on that. Hopefully to become certified by Disney and Universal to be a certified travel agent. So that's in the hopefully a few weeks. That one is coming. So help your brother out over here. You need to plan a vacation. Hit me up.
He's here to support.
I'm here to support. And all that it is, travel agent. And I didn't understand this, honestly, until we did our trip to California. The reason I'm the type of person that I book everything on my own, including cruises. I don't rely on no travel agency and all of that because I like having that freedom. I always was under the impression the travel agents get paid, or I will pay more money because I had to pay them. Coming to find out when we were planning our Disneyland trip, that it's just like you have somebody helping you out, finding information, and you're not paying extra. It's like a free help. So rather than me saying, let me call the hotel or this person was actually doing it for me.
Right.
Which April is her name, right? No. What's the name of our travel agent?
Jeez, you're not putting me in the spotlight.
Yeah. Anyway, she was amazing. I totally forgot because I do talk to multiple travel agents as well. Abigail was amazing. Like,
it was really nice.
It was, yeah. Abigail basically is like the definition of customer service.
Oh, she was amazing. Hands down, amazing.
Even the day that we arrived, like she had our information, right? And she knew that, because obviously the plane tickets and all that we buy, right? But she actually asked us for that information. So we landed, and about an hour after, we got a message from Abigail.
Well, she texted the day before, I think it was, and said, "Hey, make sure that you verify that your pickup is going to be that your flight is in time and that it's leaving tomorrow, and that you have somebody to pick you up."
Because she scheduled the whole pickup.
Because she scheduled the pickup. That's why she wanted to know our flight information. Because she scheduled the pickup for us from there to the resort that we were staying at.
And then we got there, and then she actually texted us and said, "Just want to make sure that you guys made it safely, and then you've been picked up by the company." Right. And we're like, "Dang."
Yeah, she was amazing.
Like she was on top of things. all of this, just so you guys know, is just a travel agent don't get paid. You're not paying them extra. They're just helping you. Obviously, they get incentives on the side. They get commission, but they don't get much either. It's not like, but it's like you going to a JCPenney and say, "Hey, I need to buy a perfume," so that person gets paid a commission by that company, but that person can sell you. Okay, here it is. You wanted to see that one, or that person can say, "You know what? I understand you like this perfume, but you know what? If you want my opinion, this one smells better, and it may not cost you as much either."
Right.
So it's having that free advice and free help.
She helped a lot.
So
she was amazing.
Michelle said, "I'm still thinking about doing it." Yeah, go for it. I'm only doing it again because I had these amazing people that follow me and have followed us through the group. Actually, ironically, the Universal group, and they're Spanish speaker, and they have been in service now for 2 years, I think, or more. And we were just chatting, and they're like, "Hey, we're looking to expand," and I was like, "So how's your English?" And they're like, "Funny that you ask, because we would love to have your help, because we know that you're fully bilingual." And I said, "Huh, that sounds interesting." And I was like, "You know what? I've been thinking about it." And they're like, "Well, what's stopping you? Who better than you that knows the parks, knows Orlando, knows the hotels?" Yeah. And that kind of hit me. Like, I was like, "You know what? I already do it. I could tell you the ins and outs. I could recommend to you if you want to do it or not. I have videos that actually tells you about it. So I'm already helping people, and my goal in life is always to help others. So why not helping more?" So
the full experience.
I was like, "You know what? Let me try it out. Nothing wrong by trying something new. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, at least I tried it." We tried it, yeah. But anyways, folks, this is it. This week we got a couple of things planned out. We have dinner reservations at a Disney restaurant, so we're gonna try it for the first time, give you our honest review. Definitely gonna go to Universal, try to hit either the Mummy, Shrek, or both before they shut down. One for refurbishment, the other one forever. We're gonna attempt to do the Genie Plus in Magic Kingdom, maybe in the afternoon. That's another thing that I've been interesting to see, because everybody does it in the morning. I want to see what happens in the afternoon. So we are possibly gonna do Genie Plus in the afternoon on this Saturday. So a lot of good content coming your way, which we feel is gonna help you again make the best decision for you and your family when you come by and visit us. So we're back in reality. We're no longer on vacation. Kids are back in school. Tomorrow I go back to work.
Not all of us were on vacation.
I know you weren't. And a lot of great things happening. As you can see, there's crazy things happening in the theme park. So yes. We got a few interesting months ahead of us.
Can't wait.
But
Mardi Gras, Art Festival.
Yeah, Art Festival. Yeah, you're right.
Mardi Gras and Art Festival. Those are my favorite things, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine too. But anyway, we're excited for what's coming up. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys. We love you. If you're brand new here, you made it all this far, make sure you or if you're not brand new here, make sure you hit that like button on this video, so that way YouTube keep recommending us to everybody. Also, if you can, share this video with your families and friends, either through Facebook or anything, or any text or whatever. Help us grow this family as much as you can. It will mean the world to us. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back next Monday, 8 o'clock, our regular time. And we hope you have a wonderful week. And happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Miss Sheila. Bye, Miss
Sheila. Bye, Miss Sheila. We love you.
Bye, everybody. We love you.
Everybody stay safe. Bye-bye.